Hey everybody, I'm Kelly. So to do my blog for this week, just to remind you guys, I work at Duke Raleigh Hospital, and I feel like we kind of probably follow the layout of the whole large Duke University system. So our hospital, with our organizational chart, I kind of printed out here. We start with the president, then we have the chief operating officer, then the chief nursing officer, and then the associate nursing officer, and then is over top of our unit. I still see it as an organizational or horizontal organizational model, and this type of organizational structure allows for more freedom for the employees. I feel like each level of management is able to communicate without a big distortion, but they're not usually as available for their employees and staff. Although I feel like as a floor nurse, our direct managers are very ready, very available for us. Now, my manager's manager or the chief nursing officer may be more difficult for them to get a hold of because they're over such a wide variety of the hospital, if that makes sense. But I think I prefer the horizontal structure because it emphasizes employee-centered approach and on teamwork and collaboration more than other models. So I did the leadership skills questionnaire, and it kind of has me pretty well-rounded. I scored pretty high in each category, a 22 in administrative and conceptual, and a 24 in interpersonal skills. I think that overall I feel pretty accomplished as the charge nurse and the rounding nurse positions, and I feel like my colleagues and peers or people that I'm kind of overseeing as a charge nurse kind of really feel comfortable coming to me and asking me questions. Skills that I think are really important in a manager are being able to communicate effectively, being approachable and understanding, and also using the 5 concepts of directing that I found in the book, which are giving directions, supervising and leading, motivating and communicating with the employees. Also, I feel like managers really need to be trustworthy, empowering, consistent, and offer mentorship. So being able to guide their employees as well. As a charge nurse, and I also do the schedule for the unit, I currently already help eliminate staffing shortages. So when I do the staffing, I obviously make sure that each day of the week has the specific number of employees that we need to have. And usually, sometimes we'll have more nurses available, and people will be able to be put on call according to how many patients we have in the unit. Because I'm in that position, and as a charge nurse, I also help handle call-outs, so I try to call people in to cover shifts if someone has called out for illness or whatever reason. And oftentimes my manager will step in and work with me, and then he often offers like extra pay or PTO, or you can swap one of your shifts to pick up that shift as long as there's enough staffing on that other day. So that's pretty nice. So the article that I found is titled 10 Principles of Good Interdisciplinary Teamwork. It was published in the Human Resources for Health Journal in 2013. And according to this article, I'm just going to kind of read what it said. Interdisciplinary teamwork is a complex process in which different types of staff work together to share expertise, knowledge, and skills to impact on patients' care. It discusses a study and identifies the attributes of a good interdisciplinary team. And the things that they came up with were these 10 items: positive leadership and management attributes, communication strategies and structures, personal rewards, training and development, appropriate resources and procedures, appropriate skill mix, supportive team climate, individual characteristics that support interdisciplinary teamwork, clarity of vision, quality and outcomes of care, and respecting and understanding roles. Sorry, that's a mouthful. And for the last part, I mostly feel that our unit needs to collaborate with our operations administrator, and that's a nursing role that supervises the entire unit, or all the units in the hospital and the patients. Their role pretty much orchestrates patient movement in the hospital. Then we also really need to collaborate with other charge nurses and other units, especially the emergency department, because a lot of their patients will come as a direct admit into the intensive care unit, and of course our managers. Other departments that we work closely with are the physicians, and it's oftentimes several physicians for one patient, because most of our patients have several comorbidities that are handled by different physicians. Physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and respiratory therapy are very, very important for our patients. Dietary, palliative care services, case managers, and then also pastoral, I can't say that word, I'm sorry, pastoral services for our patients as well. All right, well, that ends my blog. Thanks, guys.